Howard, today is Camelback Day. We promised we'd talk about Camelbacks. How you doing?
Well, we have doing fine. Oh, you know that. How can you have a bad day if you're down playing with your choo-choos?
Right. Plus, not to make a pun, but you actually broke your back once, and now
Well, that's why I'm still on I'm in a walker.
right. But we're not going to call you Camelback, but
No, humpback.
Humpback.
I walk like Quasimodo with a bell. That's all right. It's not going to be forever, I hope.
Tell us about Camelbacks.
Well, what I don't know about Camelbacks will fill a whole friggin' library. I just know enough. I play with them. They're strange. It's an acquired taste. They were popular in the Northeast roads during the 30s, 20s actually, all the way up to when they were banned. I guess it was the FRA or the ICC banned them because they had a tendency for the rod to come undone, and the engineer. Well, he was in the bed. They kept these things. They would have had to have a company proctologist because the rod would come right up and hit him in the butt. And some people were killed.
Jesus.
So eventually they were outlawed.
My God.
But they were used because they burned anthracite coal. And anthracite coal requires a wide firebox to be efficient. So eventually, the Jersey Central, who was one of the biggest users of Camelbacks, found a way where it could actually build a locomotive with the cab behind. Now, over here we have a sample. This is a Central Jersey 282.
Okay.
You can see the wide firebox here. And you see how he notched the cab around it. And it actually fit. Normally the cab would have been up here.
Oh, wow.
Now, the Lehigh Valley wasn't quite as imaginative. Now, over here, here's the Lehigh Valley Mikado.
All right.
This is the only Mikado ever done with a center cab or Camelback. Now, center cabs are another word for them. These were called Mother Hubbards, Camelbacks,
They
or
weren't
center
Molly.
cabs. But there was a movement during the Iraq War. A group of rail-fanning idiots, and I say idiots because they wanted to change the name from Camelback to Humpback because we were at war of the camels. The friggin' camels were shooting at us. Like, lots of luck. So it never took off. However, during World War II, let me face this way a little bit.
That's good.
World War II, the Mikados were changed to MacArthur's.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, but
now
some people still call them MacArthur's. But then again, they were 60, 70 years away from steam, so nobody knows this stuff.
Wow.
Not me. I'm there. I was there.
Well, let's talk. We found 10 of these locomotives.
Now there are more of them.
Or
That's what we
even
found.
more of them.
There's more.
And let's pause it and grab the first one. All right, Howard.
Take your time. We're fine. It's cold.
Let's start with the Lackawanna. Tell us about this guy.
Well, this actually is not accurate. It's a Gem 060 Reading Camelback. I got this on eBay because the price was painted wrong. And when I find private roads and when things are not painted correctly, or with different road names, they sell very cheaply. So I got this. I couldn't turn it down.
Wow.
But it runs beautifully, and it is nice.
And let's go ahead and pause it and grab the next one.
Next.
All right, Howard, this one's 473. This is a Jersey Central?
A Jersey Central, accurate, completely accurate. This was done by either PSC or Custom Brass.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find
This thing's
it.
actually a good-looking engine. It's kind of the fatty one.
Right, here's the other one. This is number 475.
Right, we ran that one the other day, folks.
I don't know if this is the PSC or the Custom Brass. There's a way to tell. Now, you notice that in the back, you see the two fireboxes?
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was sometimes they would carry two firemen in the back, and it wasn't very safe operation. Sometimes they would put the safety chains up, and you go over a bump, or the thing sways over bad trackage, and the fireman would just fall off.
God.
Of course, if you ran fast, you could catch up again. They didn't go very fast. Now, the passenger Camelbacks, which were the Erie used, were quite fast. They were used in commuter service. And the same with the Reading.
Oh, my goodness.
They had huge drivers. Now, over here, let's see, you've got these two 480s. This is
yeah. Let's move him so we can...
This over here is a Red Ball Camelback. This needs the letter replaced, the number replaced. These were imported during the late 60s by Halliday, or better
put him
known
here.
As Red Ball.
Let's put him here so the viewers can see him. Let's put him here, Howard.
Okay.
That way we can... this has got That's an interesting
It's a
locomotive.
460. Now these ran up to the end of steam on the Jersey Central. Somehow they did. They managed to get through the ICC ruling.
Wow. Well, let me pause this and grab a couple more. Let's just give me a moment.
Let's get this.
All right, now we got this one. This one's got the giant drivers. Is this one of the ones that carried the commuter service, Howard?
Yes, so this was used up at it was originally Philadelphia Reading, then it became Brad Reading. They were used in passenger service, and they were quite fast actually.
Wow.
But for just strictly in commuter runs. Now this one is going to Andre as is.
Oh wow.
Needs some work.
And this thing looks like it has 77 or 80-inch drivers.
80 plus. I don't know. I know it's over 80.
Big.
They were big. Now,
Big
when the
drivers.
rods came off that one, it was going fast. That engineer
He
had a serious problem.
Yeah, he'd probably be cut in half.
Yeah. Well, a proctologist wouldn't do it. It needed a lot more.
My goodness. All right, let me pause
Probably
this.
a medical examiner.
All right, let's talk about this one, number 1910, Howard.
This one I built during the 70s when I had my shop. We used to sell these as kits. I cannot remember the manufacturer. Oh, I think it was not Carry. No, I'm sorry. It was a white metal kit.
Right, I can't remember either.
And, they were fun to build. It's one of my very early paint jobs.
Wow, this looks good. All right, let's see. Let's pause this. All right, I found this one, Howard. This one is the same as the other one.
Same as the other, but it's painted incorrectly for Central Railroad of Jersey. But then again, it's close.
Right.
Very, very close. That was an Overland import, and I did not paint that. That's the way I got it.
Oh, wow. That's neat. All right, let's see what else we've got. All right, folks, we're going to end the video with this L1. Howard, tell us about an L1 Camelback.
The L1 was a design built, I guess probably the turn of the century, maybe a few years after 1905. Not 1911, that seems to ring a bell. They were used up until the 20s when they were scrapped. They were very slow, required 2 firemen,
Man.
and it was sort of efficient actually. The Erie triplex was not, because it could not produce enough steam. But this actually made enough steam because of the anthracite, which burns a lot hotter.
Now, what's interesting is we featured a scratch-built version of this on Andre Runs a couple months ago.
That was one I picked up, and that was very rare because it was a one-of-a-kind. The fellow who built that was extraordinary. It was actually better than this one.
And this one, who made this one?
This was made by Custom Brass.
Okay.
They came unpainted. The original retail was $585, I think. They were actually worth around $1,500 to $2,000, depending on the condition today. The Overland one is nice, but somehow these bring more money. It looks better because the Overland had the center headlight, which again is an acquired taste. Some people love it. I think the original oil-fired headlight is a lot more attractive in this particular engine.
Wow.
But that's just my taste.
Well, Howard, look, I really appreciate your talking about the Camelbacks.
Now you got to get my ponytail.
All right, here it is. It's the same size, Howard.
Oh, come on.
Folks,
got to get longer.
It's the same size. Well, hey, Howard, thanks for the Camelback Part 2 stories.
Oh, I hope to. Again, what I don't know will fill the whole library.
Well, thanks.
I'm just sharing what I do know.
Thanks.
You're welcome.